It was an evening of healthy discussion surrounding concerns and suggestions regarding agriculture and fisheries and how these impact the Grenadian economy, as over 130 farmers and fisherfolks came together for the annual budget consultation. The 3-hour event, held at Higher Level Grenville St. Andrew, was an event of the Ministry of Finance, held in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, as they seek to gain pertinent information for possible inclusion in the 2020 budget. Attending the session was Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Honorable Yulin Bean Hosford, Minister with responsibility for disaster management and information, Senator Winston Garwe, and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Elvis Maureen. Minister Bean Hosford, in her address to the farmers and fishermen, explained the number of initiatives in the pipeline geared towards the development of farmers and farming in Grenada, from tackling predial larceny to the development of youth in agriculture.
The amendments of the Predial Larceny Act, the reconstitution of the multi-stakeholder predial larceny body, introduction of cameras and the erection of billboards in strategic locations throughout the state once the hotline is established. The implementation of the pilot land bank project, which will provide useful information on the availability of lands. These lands will be utilized in the implementation of the Youth in Agriculture project. The Ministry of Agriculture, you may have heard about this Youth in Agriculture project for quite a while, but we get in there. The Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth, developed a conceptual framework for the project, which will be fleshed out in the coming weeks in preparation for implementation and commencement of targeted training for the beneficiaries.
Senator Winston Garwe encouraged the attendees, in particular the fisherfolks, to get themselves insured, as the Ministry of Climate Resilience has entered into a partnership with the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance Facility, CRIF, to bring to Grenada the coast parametric insurance.
It's to ensure that in the event of an impact from either a cyclone or a hurricane of the sort, or with the rise in sea levels, that can impact livelihoods, that can prevent our fisher folks from making an income to take care of the families. There is a facility available to cushion the effects should there be another Ivan. Every fisher folk is required at this point in time to be registered and to be a part of the program. So the Ministry of Fisheries at this point in time are doing as we say, the registration process to bring on board all our fisher folk.
Permanent Secretary Elvis Maureen implored on the farmers to have a business-like approach to their farming.
I believe farmers have to understand, and I keep saying that since I joined the ministry, you must take your farming as a business. You know, you have to look at it. It's something that you have to secure. I remember last year at the annual General Cocoa Association meeting, a farmer said something which had me thinking. Minister made an observation about youth in agriculture. And the gentleman asked, Minister, you're talking about youth in agriculture. What about the elders in agriculture? No, this is not a simple statement. Because the farmer recognized that I have been doing that all my life. And I have to do that until I dead, because there's no way I have something that I can lean on. It's because we are not taking farming as a business. Right? You have to apply the business.
For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Karima Lewis.